we're not allowed to tell them that they have account in collections. So if they don't know about it, they're not going to pay it.
Keeping certain account information from TextTag customers and mandated call times. Earlier, you met this former TextTag customer service employee who says she quit her job because it was unethical and not helping customers resolve their bills. After learning 2.2 million customer accounts have been sent to collections this year alone, one lawmaker tells our Brittany Glass enough is enough, and that the system should have been fixed 2 years ago when problems first surfaced.
There are still technology problems, and it seems baffling to people that you can't get it right.
There are two major toll roads running through the heart of Representative Tony Dale's Central Texas district. He says they've been a problem, and they still are.
We've got a large number of constituents that drive on the roads on a daily basis, and we hear complaints weekly without question,
including complaints about TextTag customer service.
You would hope that someone makes a call for a complaint, it's handled in a timely manner, and no matter who gets the call, they should be able to address it.
Until the problems are fixed, Representative Dale vows he won't drive on toll roads in Texas and proposes a complete system overhaul.
I think Texas needs a wholly different way to look at this. Myself and other members of the legislature are going to be asking the Speaker to have the Transportation Committee look at this specific problem.
And it looks like the Speaker of the House is already taking notice. We learned in just the few days since we first started telling viewers about our investigation this week, Speaker Joe Straus added toll transparency and stakeholder responsiveness to a list of issues he wants lawmakers to study before the next session. He wants recommendations on how to improve oversight of the system. Representative Dale says one idea he'll pitch is bring all of these toll operations under one single entity.
Yeah, and we've learned that as many as 6 entities have been involved in the TextTag process this year alone.
He says that change could mean not only a smoother process for customers, but also more transparency.
All right, thank you, Brittany. TextTag officials tell us that their system is already a good one, that their workers go through extensive training for 2 weeks to make the process as smooth as possible.
They go through an additional week of shadowing customer service representatives who are taking live calls. So they go through almost a month-long training session before they're allowed to even speak directly to customers.
TextTag says it's also made changes in its customer service and call centers since problems first surfaced a few years ago. There are also extended call hours. But we've learned one of the reasons it's risen to this level of frustration is because it appears Texas has no current law saying how much a collections agency can charge overall for a TextTag bill. Lawmakers did cap certain fees, though, in this last legislative session. Under Senate Bill 312, the new monthly TextTag fee is set at $4 per invoice for tolls 30 days past due, with an annual cap of $48. Representative Ina Menares, who helped push this consumer protection amendment, says it holds toll authorities responsible.
At what point do you stop taking advantage of people just because you're looking at money and wanting to bring in that revenue? It's just wrong. We need to make sure that we treat the public fairly. Despite the new law, the latest meeting of the Texas Transportation Commission, which sets toll fees statewide, showed not everyone agrees with the new caps.
Driving on a toll road is a choice, and for those who choose to get on there should have to pay, and we should be entitled to recovering our cost and the fees that are associated.
Still, commissioners approved the motion, and the caps take effect early next year. It's important to remember, though, that these caps appear to only apply to late fees and accounts that have not yet gone to collections. It's unclear whether it applies to every toll road in the state or just TxDOT-operated toll roads. The Attorney General has been asked to weigh in with an opinion, but that has not come down just yet. Coming up, our political roundtable debates the challenges of a toll system in a state this big and what other options lawmakers have to tackle toll problems in the upcoming legislative session. Next on this special edition of State of Texas.